woman that I speak to, if they are the oldest daughter or the only daughter, they have a complicated relationship with their mother.
Mm.
And here's my working theory for why that is. I believe that the mother who has unrealized dreams, the mother who has been oppressed herself, history of the patriarchy has oppressed women from the day the patriarchy started. It has kept women small, it's kept women voiceless. And you, to stay safe, you have to be small and voiceless. You have to be able to go with the flow of whoever your boss is, which is usually goes from your father to your husband in cis hetero relationships.
Mm.
So us women who were raised in these kinds of environments, being raised by women who are actively, repressing oppression, pass that subconsciously on to us, make the daughter the funnel for all of the unrealized dreams, the unrealized hopes, the unrealized aspirations, the bigness that mother could have been,
Mm.
the talents that she had to suppress because she had to play out a role in society that deemed this is who you are and this is what you do. I got a phone call. My sister called me. I was here in California, and she called me and she said, "Hey, you need to get home now." I ran into my little apartment that I had. I threw every single piece of clothing I had into two suitcases. I got into an Uber. I am booking the flight from the Uber. I didn't even know if there was a flight. I was literally just going to show up at the airport like a freaking movie or something like that. Call my boss. I'm not coming to work tomorrow. And honestly, I don't know when I will be back because everything was so up in the air. I'm thinking and thinking and thinking, okay, what am I going to say to mom? Because she's getting into the cancer coma. She's in and out of consciousness. Like, I don't even know if I will be able to have a conversation with her. I take a red eye flight. It's an hour to get from Pittsburgh to my hometown, Newcastle. I get in there and I run to her room where she was. And I give her a great big hug. And I say, Mom, oh my God, I love you so much. I'm so happy that I'm here. And she pushed me away and she looked at me and she goes, "Ugh, you stink."
No. Oh, Brianna, I'm so sorry.
And I just held it in. I held in all
Yeah.
my tears. And I
Oh
said,
my God.
I wasn't able to brush my teeth. You're right,
Oh,
because I took a flight to get here, but I'm still glad to be here.
yeah.
But those were the last words that she said to me.
Oh, Brianna, I'm so sorry. Work. And
Yeah.
I don't know, and I guess I'm just asking you to validate for me that it's not perfect. Like because
No.
I know I logically know that, but
Yeah.
in those moments where it's not, it feels so horrible. It
Right.
feels horrible to go, you know what you need to do. You know you need to breathe. You know you need to look at this differently, like you said. And in this moment, I either just really don't want to, or for some reason I can't. And I never
Right.
believe that can't is real. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, I just punish myself over and over and over again.
Yeah. So there's an expectation that I think
Yeah,
a lot of people have, that as they learn this information, well, now that I know this, I should be able to do better.
exactly.
And then they translate that to mean I should be able to do better every single time. And I should never be human and I should never make a mistake. But children need us to be imperfect. It teaches them how to be in an imperfect world. So
Mhm.
being imperfect is not a problem. Being imperfect is great. It's really good to see children. It's really good for children to see us wrestle
Mm,
with, I just don't want to make a good choice.
yeah.
Because guess what? These are what children do.
Yeah,
I don't want to make
I
a good
know,
choice,
I
mommy.
know,
I want to make the bad choice.
I know.
Well, now I understand. I have empathy and I have compassion because I've
Yeah,
been there,
yeah,
right? Something beautiful about that.
yeah,
But
right.
there's just a lot of literal, actual, not making it up existential crises happening. And who is bearing the weight of all of that? It's us.
Right.
It's our generation. We're holding it and trying to keep it together while also raising the next generation.
Mhm.
So, when parents are like, I'm burnt out, I don't know what to do about it. I'm like, there's a piece of burnout that like you don't have much control over,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just it's the fact, it's the reality. I didn't even mention racial and social oppression and
Right.
injustice. I
Right.
didn't mention even what's happening politically in this country. I mean, it's
Right.
just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I thank you for saying that. I think that it's super validating. And I had to actually, as you're talking though, reiterate to myself just a piece though. Right,
Mhm.
because I know me, and I know I will hear that, and for 2 days, I'll be like, there's nothing I can do about it. Nope, this is just how I feel." And it's like, "No, Christy, it's a piece of it, and it's
It's a
a
piece.
piece that needs to be honored and validated, but there's also other pieces to this
Right.
puzzle that need to be
That's
addressed."
and that is conscious parenting. That is
Girl,
exactly what it is. It's
girl.
being aware of what I can control and being aware of what I cannot.
Okay, alright, I got it, I think. I got
You're
that
built
piece
for this.
part of it.
Tell yourself, I'm built for this.
I'm built for this.